Halo semuanya. Hello, hari ini aku ada binatang tamu yang sangat spesial. Hello.
Hello.
Mungkin kalian pernah lihat wajah yang sangat cantik ini karena dia sangat terkenal, guys. Can you maybe introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. Hello teman-teman. Saya Chris. Saya KOMIKA. International KOMIKA, saya juara 3 di Suci X di Kompas TV, and I'm a stand-up comedian. Bahasa Indonesia saya sedikit, so maybe we mix a little bit.
Ya, boleh aja.
Saya orang Italia, tinggal di Bali 6 tahun, and that's pretty much all the Indonesian I know.
So you said like you're from Italy, right?
Yes, Milano.
Okay, so how often do you say Mamma Mia per day?
Every day.
Every day.
Especially when I see Indonesian people eating pizza with rice.
Pizza with rice? Did you ever try to eat pizza with rice?
No, of course not. I didn't try to eat pizza. This is what I do. I try to educate Indonesian people on eating proper Italian meals.
Okay, so, but do you love Indonesia?
I love, of course. Saya cinta Indonesia.
Okay, but since you love Indonesia, you have to try to eat like pasta with sambal or maybe pizza with sambal, no?
I don't love Indonesia that much. I love Indonesia very much, but not that much.
You said that you're living here for 6 years,
Yes.
right? May I ask, why did you choose Indonesia? What's the story? Like, kita selalu penasaran, what's the story behind it?
So, actually was by chance that I moved to Indonesia, because now I'm a stand-up comedian, but in Italy I was a sales manager.
Okay.
And I was just getting divorced with my ex-wife, and I just found a new job, and it was the best job I've ever had. A lot of money, great job. 2 days before I started the job, the vice president called me and says, "We made a mistake, we don't have a job for you." And I was like, "Yeah, but I already signed the contract. Like, what do you mean?" And he was like, "Here's 1 year salary, fuck off." And so I had a bunch of money and I said, I'm moving to Bali. This was in 2018, and the best part, this was a $1 billion company. The best thing is that during 2020, the company went bankrupt. So if I would have stayed with that job, I would have lost everything. And instead I got stuck in the most beautiful place in the world.
So it was just a spontaneous decision?
Yeah, I was like, I'm moving to Bali. Sorry, no, wrong, bad words. Not allowed.
It's okay. So you just woke up and just like, yeah, I will move to Bali.
Yep, pretty much.
Same here. But just the difference is I moved to Cimahi.
That's a bit weird. Who would spontaneously say, what?
Do you know about Indonesia something?
Nothing. No, because I said I'll go to Bali, I'll stay 2 weeks. I was supposed to stay 2 weeks. If I like it, I'll stay. If not, I'll keep on going Southeast Asia. I was supposed to stay 2 weeks. It's been 6 years now.
Okay, next question. What did make you stay here, want to stay here?
The Balinese people and the Indonesian people in general. Indonesian are the best people in the world. I love Indonesian people. They're very welcoming, and it's the way because when I was back in Italy, I didn't really like myself. Not only I love Indonesia, but in Indonesia I love myself. Yeah, that's deep.
That's real. You know, I can relate so much. Oh my god, I can relate so much because it was actually like the same problem as me. You know, you're just saying like the same things. I can relate so much. Yeah,
we're very similar. You just look at us. We're like twins.
How did you adapt to the Indonesian culture? Like, do you had like Indonesian culture shocks?
Absolutely. Indonesia is very different. But one thing that I always say that is very important, that many Bules don't understand, that's why there's so many Bule Go blocks here in Bali, is that Indonesia doesn't have to adapt for us. We need to adapt to Indonesia if we move here. But yeah, here they do things very different. I'm still trying to understand some things, but I also feel like Indonesian and Italian are very similar in other things. Like in food, for example, you know?
Very like traditional foods. They like to sit all together.
Yes, and also a lot of carbs, rice and pasta, and
so it's like pretty similar to the culture.
Exactly.
Okay. How about the bahasa?
Yeah, it's a shame because I speak sedikit bahasa. The problem is that my wife is not Indonesian, so at home I don't speak Bahasa. My wife is from Africa Selatan, but I decided I'm gonna learn Bahasa. So now I started cheating on my wife so I can speak. No, I'm joking. No, well, I know a little bit. I know the basics. The problem is that I know more than I speak. You know when you're shy with a new language? And
yes.
Many Indonesian people are the same with English, for example. They know the words, but they are shy to speak it.
Yeah, and also you don't have like the practice also with your African wife.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
But also I'm Italian, so I speak a lot with my hands as well.
Okay, so you told us you're a stand-up comedian.
I am.
So when people laugh more, when you try to speak Bahasa or at your jokes?
In bed, girls laugh more.
So next question, how about the food? Like, can you handle spiciness?
Zero. I'm too white to handle spiciness. But this is the thing. I love Indonesia. Okay, Indonesia has some of the best food in the world. Why? Like, stick with your food. Okay, Indonesian food is great. Just don't mix. Like, when you do pecel pasta or cappuccino, why? Stop, please stop.
Comment below.
Don't.
Whoever tried pecel pasta.
Just stick with your food. You want to be creative? Don't be creative. Just eat your food. Don't try to do Western food.
Okay, what would you do if I would like take a spaghetti and just break it now?
Well, you're a woman, so I cannot break you because I'm a gentleman. But I would ask who's your best friend, male, or who's your boyfriend, or some male that you're close to, and I would break him just like you break the spaghetti.
Oh wow! So Italians are very like sensitive about pasta and pizza, and about all
about food, about coffee and pasta. And we are very proud of our food. Absolutely, we're not really proud of anything else about our country, but our food, yes.
The food, but actually,
you don't know what I'm talking about because you're German. Your food is horrible. That's why. Because you have bad food, like.
You know, I love your honesty. That's why so many Indonesian people, they say they want to go to Germany. I said, no, please don't go to Germany. The food is so, I'm sorry, disgusting. Even I'm German, but it's disgusting. How did you become a stand-up comedian? I mean, the humor from Indonesian people and, you know, Bule is like so different.
Yes. Well, first I started in Bali.
Okay.
So in Bali, I'm pretty much the person that started the comedy scene in English. And in Bali, my shows became very big, like 300, 400 people every week. And so then, and I was only doing comedy for Bules. For Bules and some Indonesian, but the one that have a lot of Bule friends, you know. Mm-hmm. So it was English, it was international. And then I received a call from Kompas TV. Mm-hmm. To do a show. I did the first show, and then I joined Suci. And when I started joining Suci, I was like, oh my god, I love to make Indonesian laugh more than I love making Bule laugh, because Indonesian laugh more than Bules do. Because Bules in Bali are like they think themselves, so they like Indonesian laugh with their belly, you know. Bules are like, oh yeah, it's funny, but you know, it's different. Like her, she doesn't really. No, she's okay. She's okay. She's a Bule bike. But when I started doing shows for Indonesian, I fell in love even more of comedy, and that's how I started by chance, because somebody said there's no comedy. I was like, I'll do it, and
also spontaneous.
Yeah, and I'm very spontaneous guy, and that was 3 years ago, and yeah.
So, what advice you will give actually to a person who wants to start comedy? Just wake up and just spend and just like, oh, I want to be a comedian. Let's do it.
Don't. I want no competition. I want to be the only one doing stand-up comedy. So if you want to do comedy, don't. I'm already there. The market is already full. Go home and watch my videos. Thank you.
You know, we need applause here. We need applause here. Okay, how about relationship in Bali? So, did you ever date in Bali?
Yes, and never again. Indonesian women are very pretty. You're very sweet. Please stay away from me. It's too much. Indonesian women, too much for me.
Okay,
you're amazing. You're amazing, but you're very possessive, huh? You're very attached. It's too much, you know. Like, you know, when women say, "Oh, he cannot handle me." Yeah, I cannot handle you. Please stay away from me. Thank you. And also now I'm married. I met my wife here in Bali. here in Indonesia. My son was born in Indonesia. Also, now I have a wife. She's way stronger than me, so please don't come near me or I'll die, because my wife will kill me. So thank you. Yes.
What's the experience with Indonesian women?
They're very intense. You know, maybe if I was younger, I would love it because they're very excited. Now I need relax in my life. I need no problems. Indonesian women, amazing, sweet, loving, beautiful, a lot of problems. I need relaxation in my life, okay? I have already other problems. At home, I need to stay quiet and peace and calmness.
Yeah, but I guess like that's maybe the reason why so many Bule want to have Indonesian women, because like in their country they have like, you know, like no stress, maybe.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like some people want to be stressed, and if you want to be stressed, get an Indonesian girlfriend. Oh, that's too much. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Maybe we'll cut it down.
No. Maybe I will cut. It's fine. I'll get the hate. I don't care. No, but an Indonesian woman should go with Indonesian men. Don't go. Why are you going after Bules? Why? No. Indonesian men are better than Bules. Don't go after Bules.
I also like Indonesian men.
Also Bules in Bali, especially in Bali. The Bules in Jakarta, okay. The Bules in Bandung, okay. The Bules in Bali are the worst. They're crypto bros and yoga instructor. No, you don't need that in your life. Stay away. No, you don't need that.
Indonesia, you visit a lot of cities, right?
A few, but I would love to visit more. My favorites? Probably Labuan Bajo. Labuan Bajo.
Oh, Labuan Bajo.
Yeah, I really love Labuan Bajo because I really love Bali. I came to Bali 6 years ago. And now it's too much. Like, I know I'm being a hypocrite because I'm a Bule, but there's too many Bules now in Bali. You know, now there's more machete in Bali than in Jakarta. It's crazy.
So you feel like
it's too much.
You know, we feel like you were living here 6 years, I live here 3 years, and we feel like we're already local.
Yes.
So we feel like, don't go to my country.
Exactly. But this is also the difference. The difference is that we marry Indonesia. You know, we become. We're not those expats that stay here and they keep being outsiders. You know, we eat local food, we interact with local people, and that's why we feel like Indonesia is our second home. It's like, I love Indonesia just as much, if not more, than I love Italy. You know, that's why I'm protective of it.
So that's why I want to ask like you about your content, because I was watching a couple contents of yours. So what is actually the reason that you attack Malaysia?
There's so many, like Malaysia, like because they're the worst. Because this is the thing. Why? This is what I don't understand. So this is one of the things that I love the most about Indonesians people, but it's one of the things that makes me go crazy about Indonesian people. That they're too nice. Okay. So Malaysia, basically, they're your neighboring country. Yeah, you used to be the same, but it's been many years ago. They try to claim everything about. They try to claim batik. They try to claim rendang. They try to even nasi padang. They say padang. Some people say, no, that's a Malaysian dish. Like, I don't understand how you didn't go to war with Malaysia yet. Like, if I'm Italian, if France would start saying pizza is from France, we would march on Paris. Like, and we would take a shit on every croissant we see, because what? Like, that's not
like, that's our like.
Exactly. Yeah. So I get very animated when I see Malaysians. Like, I just made a video. There's a restaurant in Sydney, Malaysian restaurant called Bali.
What?
Exactly. Bali High Malaysian seafood, and you're like, what?
But Malaysian don't feel like how to say, kind of, you know, not well, because the name is Hai Bali. Why would I, as a Malaysian, if I have pride?
Because nobody care about Malaysia. People care about Indonesia. That's why. Hey, Malaysian people. Hey. Hello. No, so, it's like, because Malaysia has like things, like you should be proud of your own things, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Malaysia, for example, the two biggest inventions of Malaysia are the USB stick that was created by Malaysian, and the face mask was created by Malaysian. The two most annoying things that exist were created by Malaysians. That says a lot.
So actually, if you're a stand-up comedian, will it be a good excuse if you would make a bad joke and say, sorry, it was Malaysian joke?
That's actually a great idea. I love that. I love that. That's genius. I will steal that from you. Absolutely.
Do you also make like jongkok comedy? Not like stand-up comedy, like jongkok comedy, because you know Indonesian are mostly jongkok.
No, I do stand-up, like pure stand-up. Yeah, pure stand-up. And to me, what I talk about is I talk about my life, but I also talk about things I don't understand about Indonesia, which is a lot. I talk about Mazukanging, and I talk about Indonesian politics, which nobody understands, and I talk about because it's so good. That's why. And I talk about babi ngepet, you know, the things that are very Indonesian that for me are very strange to understand.
Okay, but what is babi ngepet?
You don't know babi ngepet? Do you know to you?
Oh, to you?
Do you know wewe gombel? Those are like babi ngepet is one of Indonesian ghosts.
I just know to you.
No, the babi ngepet is a pig that steals money. Like, for example, this is the only one that we also, because in Italy we don't have to you. In Italy we don't have wewe gombel, but in Italy we have babi ngepet. We have pigs that steal money. We call them politicians in Italy. Not in Indonesia, best politicians ever. I was talking about the Italian politicians. Please, no deportasi. Thank you very much.
You know, I can feel that I'm sitting here with a stand-up comedian.
I thought you were saying, I can feel that immigration is coming and taking us, both of us. If they come, I'll blame it on you. I'll say, she told me to say that.
What are the free benefits of living in Indonesia and, you know, like bad, not benefits living in Indonesia?
Okay. Good things about living in Indonesia. Number one, most amazing people in the world.
Okay.
Number two, great food. Number three, absolutely beautiful places to see. Three bad things about Indonesia. Number one, cappuccino cincau. Number two, cincau with cappuccino. Number three, why do you put cincau in cappuccino?
I'm sorry, I cannot relate to your...
Have you ever tried cappuccino cincau?
No.
Good, otherwise I would have walked out.
Cappuccino cincau? I don't know.
You know what? You don't know? Good. Stay. That is a good thing. Never learn what it is. It's the worst thing that came out of Indonesia.
Guys, comment below if I should try it. I'll make a review about it. So tasty. Oh my god.
I should have said no to this interview.
You're Bule local, right?
Yes.
From what time you can consider yourself as Bule local? So what should happen that you can consider yourself as a Bule local?
It's not like it's a minimum amount of time. It's not like after 1 month you become, or after 1 year. It's your mental attitude towards Indonesia. You know, you see it. You see people that want to integrate with Indonesia. Even on day one, you can become a Bule local. And there's people that have been here 20 years, but they're still doing things the Australian way, or the Russian way, or the German way, which is the worst way. Sorry. Is the way you're open to the country.
You're a stand-up comedian. Was it like your childhood dream to be a stand-up comedian?
I have a very big, healthy ego. And so I love to be in the center of attention. And before I was a stand-up comedian, I was a sales manager. And I didn't like to sell to people because I was very good at selling. So I felt like I didn't give them a choice and I would make them buy the things. So I didn't like that. I was also a public speaker. And when you're a public speaker, you make people think and you make people cry. And the best feeling in the world is to make people laugh.
Yeah.
I don't do any drugs. My drug is stand-up comedy. There's nothing better than to have a crowd, especially if it's a big crowd, hundreds of people applauding and laughing by what you say. It's just an amazing feeling.
What's your zodiac actually? Because like, I think astrology is a big role in that. Because you said like you are in the center of attention, you like attention. What's your zodiac?
What do you think it is?
So it could be either a Gemini, either a Leo, or Sagittarius.
Right, choose one. Choose one. Let's see.
Maybe Leo.
Oh, wow.
Why?
That's crazy.
What?
It's not Leo.
So what is it?
It's the other one. It's one of the other one.
Gemini?
Are you sure?
No.
Because it's cancer. Yeah, it had nothing to do with the ones you said.
Oh wow. Really? It's cancer?
Yes. But to give you a little bit of props, I'm the first day of Cancer, so between Gemini and Cancer.
So I think you give me like kinda Gemini vibes.
Of course.
I have to.
It's not true, I'm a Virgo. No, I'm a Cancer. Just messing with you.
I'm actually also Gemini.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Gemini is the worst sign,
yes.
They say, right?
Yes, it is like, it is.
Yes, it is. Worst sign. Most Malaysians are Gemini, that's why.
All Malaysian people will love you.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. I'm thinking of moving to Malaysia.
Oh, wow.
I'm #1 comedian in Malaysia.
Wow, that would be awesome. They will send you flowers every day, right?
they write me a lot of messages that start with F, but it's not flowers. It's another F-U-C and something else.
So do you have a KTP?
No, I have... that's a very personal question.
I mean, like, do you have already...
Yeah, you're gonna ask me for my bank account? Like, what's... For my credit card number?
No,
like,
I mean, like, you
for my PIN of my... Like, what? Mind your own business.
I mean, like, you live here already 6 years.
I have a working permit here, yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but...
Do you have a KTP? What's your KTP number?
I unfortunately don't have a KTP.
Nah, okay.
I need to marry, but yeah.
You looking to marry someone?
Yeah, maybe. Last question.
Yes.
What is your advice like to people who wants to start to be an MC? Like as you said.
I said don't. That's no. The real advice is in my line of work. Before you get good, you have to be comfortable in being bad. Like being a comedian is not an easy skill to master, so you're gonna be bad for a long time before you become good. So you have to push through. You have to be persistent, you have to practice a lot. This is what people get wrong about comedians, because people look at me and say, oh my God, it must be so nice, you go on TV and then you perform in front of hundreds of people. That's the very small part that you see. It's like when you see a football player. You only watch the match, but there's hundreds of hours of practice before. Mm-hmm. And it's the same with being a comedian. So it's a lot of work. It's much more work than people think it is.
Okay.
So you have to work hard. But it's a difficult skill, but this is the beauty of it. You never want to learn something that is too easy to learn. Because there's nothing to it, you know. If you don't make any effort in learning something, then why learn it? You need to learn difficult things, because those are the ones that are important to learn.
Tell us now your best jokes, your best joke.
No, because you're not paying me. I'm a professional comedian. I get money to do comedy. You're not paying me, so...
But who could know that you're actually a stand-up comedian? Where's the proof that you're a stand-up comedian?
Give me money and I'll prove it to you.
So I actually don't need to practice like my stand-up comedian skills, because I can just pull out my kumber, my bonteng, and then people will laugh.
Okay, let's do one thing then. Since you don't need to practice, let's have, and I know this is your audience, but you have to be honest. Let's have a competition. You tell a joke, I tell a joke, and they decide which is funnier.
Okay.
Oh, now you're nervous, huh? Where's your bonteng now?
Okay, all right. Okay, guys, you vote. Which joke is more funnier, his or mine? You start.
Okay. It has to be a quick joke. Okay, I'll do a joke half English, half Indonesian.
Okay.
One of the things that confuse me a lot about Indonesia is, and Indonesian food, is that you guys deep fry everything. You have pisang digoreng, you have tempe digoreng, you have politik. Never mind. Do you know what it means?
Fried politik?
See, she's not a Bule local. I'll explain it to you after.
Okay, so now my turn.
That's a very big cucumber. That's the size.
No, it's actually just my connection with Indonesian, you know.
Is cucumber.
Yeah.
Do Indonesian have Big cucumbers or small like what? Huh?
Hey, no, this is not what I said.
I didn't say.
No, but actually, if you're thinking like this is just about your mindset. Your mindset is like this, but I'm just eating a cucumber.
So
Your mindset is dirty.
Yes, it is.
Deportasi. Please follow Chris. Also, like Malaysian people, Malaysian fans, you can also like follow Chris on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Chrisgiacobbecomedy. She will write it down.
All right. So mine is Bule Barbie Bonteng.
Mine is Bule Barbie Bonteng. Yes. Bagus.
Make a like. Okay, guys.
Make a like. Make a like. What?
Don't forget to like. I'm sorry.
Smash the like button.
Yeah, smash the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to his channel.
Yes. Subscribe to the cucumber and don't go to Malaysia. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Bye bye, Bonteng community. Bye bye.